Live streaming another sunset. Jackson's excited, so is Enzo. Oh my. Enzo's getting locked in the house because he's a bad boy. My Lord. Children are crazy today. Crazy. Well, we went gator trapping today, and we're very unsuccessful. Josh, what's up, buddy? How are you? We saw one of the gators. He was only like, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 foot. He's a gator that I've tried catching before, and he is like very culvert smart. Every time I see him, he's like darting straight for the culvert. Pretty frustrating. Got 3 today. Nice. Any size? Man, I've been trying to catch like a 4 or 5 footer, or I've been wanting to catch a 4 or 5 footer, just for like, video purposes and some other stuff, and one to cook. And man, I can't catch one to save my life. 5 and 2/7, some good fun sizes, man. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain about catching bigger gators, but I really wouldn't mind catching like a 4 to 5 footer right now. Hey, Robin, mother-in-law, what's up? Might have a pretty nice sunset today. I caught one the other day. Was like 6'4", I think it was. On that last live stream I did, I flew the drone up, and just like based on his tail and body, he looked like he could have been like an 8-footer or so. But then like once I got him up, he ended up being 6'4", just super fat. Like it's one that I wouldn't even want to like sell for a meat gator. That thing, no way that thing had good meat in it, but it had been being fed. She swam like right up to me. And if I wasn't in just straight like mud, slick mud, I would have tried catching her with my catch pole. Would have been pretty cool. I did hear that. No fish in the pond. Yeah, she swam. Actually, like she did swim her head right into my catch pole. Well, that would have been cool. Would have made for a cool video, but I did that once, or I had like, man, look at that sunset there. I had I've done it twice. Both are smaller gators. One of the gators was my catch pole, I guess. It was like on its last leg, so when I went to pull, my catch pole closed. It broke, and then I did that another time. On somebody's like personal property, like they had like a 5-acre piece of property with a pond. Like thing swam like literally right into my catch pole. But the one yesterday did the same thing. She swam, or 2 days ago, whenever it was, she swam right into my catch pole, and would have been like pretty easy. But like I said, I was in that mud that I was like, I was in that mud and I was just sinking, and got real slick. I'd like typically have to buy at least one new catch pole every year, but I started buying some parts for them, right from the website. But on this current catch pole that I'm using, I'm going to have to replace like the spring in it, just because they get wet and they just get ruined. Made for catching dogs. not alligators. Especially like once they start death rolling, it starts bending all that like metal wire up and starts ruining it. But they do pretty well. I enjoy using that compared to man, between Jackson and this dog, they just keep kicking the door, come in and out. They're like both feeding off each other, being wild. Right, buddy? They're both crazy. Yeah, I'll still use on like 6 and 7 footers even, and then on anything real big or bigger than that, I'll use like PVC with a lasso. But I caught a 9-footer the other day, and I didn't have that with me. I only had my catch pole. I wasn't expecting it to be 9 foot. Even the way it was laying up on the bank from a distance, it looked like it was like a 7-footer or so. But then like once I got around and gained access like through a different easement, and I got down there and Danielle was with me, and so he was like in the water at that point, and I saw the back of his head, and I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely not a 7-footer. He was like right at 9, but he was huge too. I thought he was going to be closer to 10. Yeah, that sunset's crazy tonight. See if I can change this brightness a little. Yeah, I thought he was going to be closer to 10. He was big. And then he was fun too. He was fun to catch. But a lot of the gators I've been catching this year, like especially like early on, coming off the winter, they're all super fat, like they've been eating really good. And then I don't know, man, like they've just been really fat gators. Damn, Grayson's paying that much now for 9-footers? Oh God, I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that. Now I know. Yeah. He told me, so I haven't sold to Grayson in a little while. Cause he was buying, I feel like, was it last year or the year before? Like he was only buying 8 and over, and I didn't catch many over 8 that year. And then a buddy up in St. Augustine started a farm, so I was selling to him. But man, if Grayson's paying that much, 1,500 for 11s, damn. But yeah, I just don't get that many of them. But man, yeah, that's good. It sucks the gators I catch here in Volusia. I'm the agent for the trapper here. Up in St. Augustine, I'm the trapper. For the south end of that county, for St. Johns County. But then I help Curtis out down here in Volusia. So he's a processor, and then he keeps everything over 6 foot. Which it's nice to go catch some more gators, especially like when I'm slower up in St. Johns. Like today, I ran 2 or 3 permits here in Volusia. But if they're over 6 foot, then he gets them, so that sucks. And there are some big ones here in Volusia. I do catch a couple decent gators every year up in St. John's too, though. Except last year was such a weird year. Last year I didn't have a single day that like I knew that I was going to go out and catch some gators. I caught a bunch of gators last year, but I had to put work in for them. Like there wasn't just one day where I would go out and run, 10 or 12 permits. It would be like just all of a sudden, I'd have to go check on these ponds 4, 5, 6 times, and then I'd get lucky and finally catch the gator. And then this year has been a little bit better. Nice. Yeah, I do that. I do that with my agents too. So a lot of times they don't go too often without, without me. A lot of times we'll just go together unless there's like an e-gator that I can't get to, or if I'm out of town or something. But I'm not like super busy up in St. John's. But I do, I'll still catch like 50 to 70 gators or so up there. And then the area that I help down here in Volusia is we live in New Smyrna, so I help out like New Smyrna, Port Orange, a little bit in Daytona. But then once the state hunt picks up, he gets me to start helping or start sending me some more permits. And I don't usually mind as long as mine aren't busy. Like I said, last year wasn't too busy for me up in St. John, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But the year before, like during the fall, Jackson, what's the matter, buddy? The year before that, during the fall, I was super busy up in St. John's. So, Jackson and Enzo were playing, and I think Enzo may have. What happened, buddy? You want to come here? All right. Listen, you can't scream. He is mad. I think he was playing with Enzo, and he got knocked over. No? Oh, he was trying to throw the toy. The toy got stuck in his hand. Oh, it's okay, buddy. Can you say hi? Say hi, everyone. Yeah, he's looking for a camera. It's up in the sky. Look. See the sunset? Yeah, the sun. Look, Josh said, hey, little buddy. Say hi, Josh. Oh, it's okay. Is your hand okay? Oh, buddy. It's okay. Sorry, he's a little loud. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, yeah, during the fall. Last year I didn't catch many gators up in St. John's during the fall, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But the year before, he's grabbing the remote. He's trying to fly the drone on his own. Don't push no buttons. The year before, I caught a bunch during the fall, so. But he also, no, buddy. He also understands that, that I have my own permits up there in St. John's to run. And on top of that, I work 24-hour shifts. So. Buddy, stop pushing that. That's a good problem to have, man. That's a good problem to have. Oh, Jackson, stop. How's that other trapper that got bit the other day? Have you heard much on him? No. Oh, look. Yeah, the sun's going to go down soon. The sun's almost gone. He's home nice. So I don't know if anybody in here knows there's another trapper that traps in the area where Josh traps. It's okay, buddy. And he got bit by like a 10.5 footer the other day. Jackson, you can't, buddy. Oh, man. Look what Mommy got for you. You got some cookies and milk. No. Oh, he wants that milk though. All right, lay back and relax. Let's try some milk. Oh, you saw him yesterday. Yeah, man, that's terrifying that happened to him. That's really crappy, man. Yeah, I want some of these cookies too, man. They're like them, Kinder or Kinder or whatever it is. The little egg things that you see in like the checkout lines at like Publix and Walmart. Little Kinder eggs, but these are like the Kinder cookies. They're pretty good. Sometimes I'll find myself in the pantry in the middle of the night eating some of Jackson's snacks. Yeah. Right, buddy? But, what's that? No, he's not one of your agents, right, Josh? He's another trapper over there. The closest I've came to getting bit was actually just like, yeah, he just got hired. The closest I came to bit was actually just a few weeks ago. Someone was coming to pick a gator up here, and he came untaped, and before dispatching him, I went to get him out of the back of my truck, and he lost it. It was a 7-footer. He's like 7 foot. That's a good size, like not really a good size, a bad size to get bit because they're big enough to do some damage, but still small enough to like really be agile and swing around and roll and all that crazy nonsense. Fun size to catch. The sun's almost gone. Danielle says the sunset's going to get better. After the sun goes down, it starts like really reflecting off the clouds and stuff. Right, Jackson? All right, Josh, I'll see you later, buddy. Good luck and be safe. Hopefully we all catch some monster gators. I don't know. Jackson is like really on the verge of just grabbing the remote control for this drone and flying it right into the pond. The sun's almost gone. Right. What?
That instead of the great thing, I was like, oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, what do you see? Wow. Oh no, don't touch this. Don't touch it, buddy. Look. Look, the sun's almost gone. I think it is gone. That's just glaring off of the clouds now. Let's do a quick little pano here. Let's zoom out for now. And we'll turn it. And then... yeah, see all the trees? And then let's look for the inlet. Let's see the inlet. That's it. Wow. Wait. Oh yeah, I think I did pass it. Sorry. Back this way. Yeah. That's the ocean there, just over the horizon. The trees, yeah. There's coastal. Oh, hey, trees. There it is. That's where the coastal bends back around. Hang on, I was way past it. There's the jetty, and there's the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse, like right in the middle of the screen there. That's the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse, and then right there, he's helping fly the drone. Right there to the right of the lighthouse is the jetty and the inlet. Shark bite capital of the world. Although we went out shark fishing the other day, we flew the drone, so we went out shark fishing. We were out there for hours. They didn't have a single bite. Even paddled the bait way out, still didn't have a single bite. And then we flew the drone up, and there were sharks everywhere. They just didn't want to eat what I had to feed them. But yeah, we saw sharks everywhere. What do you see there, buddy? Yeah. That pond up there. Water? That's a pond in the front of the neighborhood. Let's head that way. Let's see if we see anything cool over there. And we're going to have to come back and do a little battery swap. So a few months ago we had 3 gators in this pond. I think there's possibly one in here now. But I haven't seen it. It is a new pond. Or newer pond. This neighborhood's only a couple years old. Yeah, I'm over in front of the community. So you know what we can see up there. I can't really see though because Jackson's arm is in my way. Is that something in the water? No. There are lots of fish beds out around the banks. Are you getting bit, buddy? There's a little like conservation area here, and sometimes there's a bunch of deer and stuff, or turkeys. Not seeing anything cool though. One of the gators that was in this pond last year was pretty big. Rumor has it he was a 8-footer. I did not catch him. We live like just north of where I catch gators. Or south, sorry. I catch gators just north of this area. Easy, buddy. I can't see. Jackson, stop, please. Leave it. Jackson.
You just
gotta test me, don't you? You just gotta test, don't you? Oh, you want some cookies?
No.
Okay, hang on. I think we gotta bring the drone back and change the battery out. Oh. Our boat's over there in that storage unit, way over yonder. We just moved it there. It was like 15 minutes from the house. Now it's like I can fly the drone to it.
And now you're done shrimping, right?
Yeah, there may be like, it may still be running a little. Let's take a look at that sky real fast before I swap the battery out. You can hear the air in Jackson's little sippy cup.
Connor said, Happy Easter.
Hey,
Kidding.
thanks a lot, pal.
He didn't say that.
I know. I see his message. Thanks a lot for not being at work tomorrow. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll be thinking of you, though, while I'm eating a nice, delicious chocolate Easter bunny. Probably Jackson's.
Oh my goodness, boy.
All right. Let's see. I'll grab a new battery for the drone. Are your nuisance ducks in the pond still?
No, I fed them and nobody came.
Oh. I mean, they were in there not long ago. You don't see them?
There were 2 over there, but 2 babies.
So Danielle has created some nuisance ducks in our pond.
Connor says they'll be eating Will's box burgers. So thanks.
Is it Will's turn to cook? That's why I took the day off tomorrow. Hopefully the burger buns won't be moldy this time. Alright.
Yeah, alligator.
Yeah, I don't see your ducks, babe.
I don't know. Maybe they're. You go over there?
The other phone?
Yeah.
No, I'll go look after I change the battery. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick little battery change. It normally keeps the stream going when I do this. I'll just gotta try and do it real quick.